So fear not, my fellow children of the ADHD, we may make a billionaire out of you yet. Lots of people give me crap because I have a lot of businesses and they say, why, Cody, why don't you focus on one thing? And it's probably not usually a great idea to argue against billionaires like Gary Keller, who proselytized focusing on one thing and wrote a literal book called The One Thing about, focusing on, okay, I get it. But then again, while I love the book and have become buds with his co-author Jay, I disagree mightily. Here's why. I love doing one thing until I get good at it, but I only love it until then. And as soon as I hit competent and then highly competent, I'm in search of the newness. In fact, I like focusing on many things.
Well, she said she doesn't like to focus. Says she has ADHD, and we know that clusters in the OEs and the extroverts, so she's probably an OE extrovert. Could be. Now, I don't know her whole story. Now, if we hung out with her at Survivor Island for a year, is that going to be the role she plays? Is she going to be the role of like, hey, she won't focus, she won't build, she's always ADD and running around? Is that going to be is that the predictability? Now, she's saying that, but I don't really know what she's meaning. So I can't, 2 points make a line, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you get a pattern. So that's a data point. Now, I don't know. I'm playing chess. Her job is to trick me.
So we have something called the 3 M's, which basically talks about markets, marketing, and measurements. And those 3 things all have all of these different variables in them. So like markets, if you own a business and you are located in, you're a baby, you're a toddler. What are those called where you go and you like take kids? Daycare. So say you're a daycare for toddlers and you're like, okay, at this point, we don't take newborns. A new market might be you start to take newborns. Another market might be that you add a preschool in the back. Another market might be you just add another one 25 miles away in a new location. So you think about what are all the different markets we're not serving that we could get revenue lines on. And so we apply this 3M strategy to all the businesses that we run.
You're getting a contradiction there. She's got a scam. She's got 3 buckets. She's got her 3 M's. Right? And that's what OI is, right? Can I jump over to that? You got to have your trusted pocket tool here. Because, right, it's like, what is at the core of OI versus OE? Is it ADHD or extrovert or I like to do this? So that's like, yeah, some of it. But really, like, how do you catch somebody like myself where I'm my type, in fact, does have a lot of clustering of ADHD. My type in the NITIs, the sleep blast plays, like they get very, especially with the feminine NI, like, yeah, we'll see a clustering of that. And a lot of it has to do with the extroverts, blah, blah, blah. So it's not necessarily if you have OE or if you like one thing or not. What we're really looking for conclusions. I want to get the deepest core meaning. You know what I'm saying? You want to know the difference between a surface level anecdote that's probably going to work out 60% of the time. I'd say that. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody says they're like, yeah, I'm very scatterbrained, I have a hard time focusing, I'm very ADHD. I'd say 60% of the time, if you were to throw a dart at the board, they're going to be OE and extrovert. Safe bet, right? But what do you do about the other 40%? What if you want to get your numbers higher? You got to be like, let me check that. Okay, what is the core of the core of the core of the core of OI in all of its crazy extroverted forms? It's like they want to conclude. They have a category. They have buckets, and they want to sort things out as they go. So possibly, I'm seeing that there. I have a contradiction between the first 2 clips. That's totally okay, because I know this is the typing process. I give myself about an hour. It'll sort itself out.
So there's lots of ways to get deals and access to deals and figure out how to buy businesses and figure out how to get investments and figure out how to make passive income. And I think one of the best ways that you can do that is putting yourself out as an ecosystem. You're not a product, you're not a job, you're not a career.
Where's my thumbs up?
You own the entire niche that you focus on. So for myself, that's boring businesses and investing. What does that mean? It means that every so often I go run around cities like Dallas talking about what I do every single day, how to buy businesses, how to invest in them. I tell other people all of my secrets because most people are too lazy and they're not going to do anything with it. And the reason that you do that is because it brings deals and it brings investments to you as opposed to you having to go and chase them. It's the single biggest reason why I think it's super important that you have your own personal brand is because you don't have to chase things. They come to you.
That's a spider trap. That is a spider trap. That's how Shan describes the blasters, describes the IJs. They create big spider traps and you just fall right into them. So this is her life pile. This is her life story, right? She's like, I know what I'm doing. I've got the business thing. Oh, I like to do lots of different things. You're like, okay, so what are the lots of different things you do? Oh, I apply just the same 3 business strategies to all the businesses. So it's like, wait a minute. So if I go back all the way to the first clip and I reinterpret that. So when you say lots of things, your worldview is you have this one box. You got this one scam that you have this business multiplication system. And you have the ability to social media and the personal branding. So you have those 2 overlapping. And then the lots of things are, well, I like laundry businesses, and then I also like dry cleaning businesses, and I also like Chinese restaurants. Like, see, lots of things. Like, no, that's well, okay, sure, but those lots of things are going where? They're all going in the same bucket. So you have the OI here, and then you have the OE, coming into the bucket. Everybody's OI and OE, but which one is serving the others?